Jeff?
Yeah, great. I'm assuming you were at least pleased with your defensive effort tonight, but what about the offensive end? Do you think you got shots you wanted at times, or you guys rushed shots, or what do you think some of the issues were there?
I think it's probably all of the above. I'll have to go through the film, Jeff, and really, grade them out, but you're right with your openings part, that the defensive component and the grit and the fight that this group had, battled through some foul trouble and honestly at times could throw it in the ocean. But to give ourselves a chance down the stretch, we dug ourselves on too much of a hole first half. Obviously, with some second chance points and some turnovers that led to fouls too. So it was a double whammy in some of those live ball turnovers. But I've always liked the competitiveness and the grit of this group. Now we've got to continue to clean up and improve some of those other areas, and obviously be a little cleaner offensively.
Abby?
What was the plan in limiting Nate Watson coming into the game, and where do you think were areas of improvement in how you guys defended against him?
Well, we didn't foul as much in the second half. He got us in some foul trouble, although Chris got 2 of them in transition off turnovers. So that's part of it, not playing defensively without fouling. Ball pressure was decent. We didn't double team you much. He had a couple perimeter shots that you have to live with. But I thought the second half would be better. And I think some of that's just younger guys settling in a little bit and having to play against somebody like that for the first time for that type of stretch. And we've got to learn from that and grow and improve.
Jeff?
Greg, do you think, is Ben trying to do too much at times or playing too fast? Because you've seen him be more efficient than what he was tonight.
Yeah, I think this is, the first time he's seen this type of physicality. So from that standpoint, playing with a better base, feet wider apart, slowing down a little bit, as you mentioned. I'll have to look at the threes he took. I know he took 3 in the first half there, but they're good ones. Like everybody, he shoots it better when it comes inside out versus a perimeter reversal. So. I think it's for all these guys, other than Brad and Tyler, this is the first real taste of one of these type of games. So there's going to be many more of them. Now, can we take what we've learned tonight, keep the same resiliency and defensive effort, and get better offensively?
Greg, did you have an idea coming in today that you weren't going to have Johnny? And if so, how did that kind of jumble up your rotation?
Yeah, we practiced 2 days without him, so it was a little in doubt, and then it was determined this afternoon or tonight actually, a couple hours maybe before the game, that he wasn't going to go. So we had practiced without him and worked on some things. I think the thing that hurt us more than anything was the foul trouble in the first half with Steve and Chris, because that threw our rotation a little off, even more so than having 2 other guys that were working on their way with Jacoby and Johnny.
Go ahead, Abby.
Carter Gilmore got a lot more minutes today than he has in the past couple of games. What did you see from him in tonight's game?
I thought specifically with playing mobile 4s that he was his attentiveness and a little more experience with that. I just thought he looked, even though he didn't score, I thought he did some good things and was positionally in the right places. What having to switch or cover some of that stuff with Horkler. I mean, he ended up with only 1 shot, one bucket. Thought we did a decent job on him, and he was kind of a focal point coming in too because of how he shot the 3. So it was just it was a game time evaluation, and as I watched too, was thought Carter gave some good vibes and had some good energy out there.
Jim in the back.
Greg, you're in a tough spot there when Chris gets his 3rd foul. Did you consider at all putting Steven back in, or?
No, not when Chris had 3 and Steve had. I wanted to try to get through the half. I didn't want to have them both with 3. I thought I'd roll the dice with Chris and do that. And like I said, unfortunately, 2 of the 3 were really, he got put in position in transition off a turnover. That was, unfortunate. He, I had to try to protect the rim.